Alright, everyone, at long last, this is it. The finale to the game Steins Gate. I finally got the Mayuri ending at long last, and I gotta say, it was pretty interesting. It may sound like I'm not as enthused, and that's not the case at all. It's just because the true ending really affected me the most. I enjoyed that ending far more than I did all the other endings. And even though Mayuri's ending was pretty good, I just like the fact that in the true, he ends up saving Kurisu as well. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, guys, yeah, this has been a fun ride, and I enjoyed it. Coming from a guy that wasn't fond of this game in the first place because of the whole time travel elements, yeah, it took me by surprise. And I don't know if I'll be continuing the game because I heard there's another Steins Gate game. I may do so in the future, but otherwise, until now, or until further notice, I will probably, take a break from Steins Gate for a while. But otherwise, there will probably be other future VNs, other future visual novels that I may come across that I want to try out. So if anything, guys, here it is. I hope you all enjoy. Let's get to it. Alright, everyone, welcome back. Daughter starts typing on the IBM 5100. It's already connected to his main computer. This will get us into CERN's central database, where they keep the data they mine with Echelon. There we will locate the first D-mail I sent on July 28th and erase all trace of its existence. With this, I can reach the Beta World line. At last, Mayuri will be safe. Look at Mayuri. She's on the couch sitting straight as a ramrod, with her grandmother's pocket watch pressed to her ear. She stays still, her eyes closed. Whenever Mayuri wants to calm down, she listens to the sound of that pocket watch. Ever since we parted with Kurisu, Mayuri has said nothing about my choice. I guess she'd come to terms with it in her own way. The actual work I've left to Daru, no problem there. While waiting for him to finish, I walk into the development room. In the center of the room is the time leap machine. I squat down and gently brush my fingers against the microwave surface. It's cool to the touch. I made irreplaceable friends because of this thing, and because of this thing I've hurt them. But I don't want to blame the tool. It's how you use the tool that matters. And I've got to admit, it saved me more than once. But still. Once this is over, I'll destroy the time leap machine. We must never make the same mistakes again.
オカリン見つけた。マジであったぞこれ。
あったのか。俺が送った D メールが。
しっかり残ってるよ。
Daru points to the string of characters. My name is there, followed by the message I wrote about Kurisu's death. 3 lines total, each 12 characters long. This data led CERN to our doorstep. At FB's instruction, Moeka and the Rounders attacked. If Suzuha's right, then by erasing this data, we will escape from Attractor Field Alpha where CERN dominates the future. That will take us to Attractor Field Beta, to the Beta World Line within its range of convergence, to a future without Mayuri's death. Mayuri is standing next to me, gazing intently at the monitor. She grasps my hand firmly.
おかり。
大丈夫だ。
She looks anxious, so I pat her head to calm her down.
エンターキーを押せばデータは消せるようになってる。
Dada stands up and gestures to the open seat.
その儀式はオカリンに譲るわ。
I sit down and face the keyboard. This time it ends. Kurisu's face floats through my mind. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. Goodbye, Kurisu. I slowly raise my right hand and extend my index finger.
勝利の時は来た。
Alright, I think this is the same thing we saw. Let's see if we can skip it. Nope, he's gonna say his speech. Daru twitches at my cry.
この俺はあらゆる陰謀にも屈せず己の信念を貫きついにラグナロックを戦い抜いたのだ。この勝利のため我が手足となって戦ってくれた仲間たちに感謝を。
One press of this key and Kurisu will die. I firmly grip my coat at the shoulder, where it has been stitched together with jagged pink thread.
訪れるのは俺が望んだ世界なり。
I wish for Mayuri to live and Kurisu to die. That is the truth, and I must never forget it.
すべては シュタインズゲートの選択である。
This is the choice of Okabe Rentaro.
エルプサイコングルー、世界は再構成される。
I swing down my index finger and strike the enter key. After a while, the spinning stops and the color gradually returns to the world. Reading Steiner activated. The world line has changed. I look around the room. Next to me is Daru. Behind me is Mayuri. I reach out to her and she takes my hand with a smile. Everything's where it should be. It looks like nothing has changed at all. I gently touch my coat's shoulder where Kurisu fixed a torn seam. It's gone. My coat isn't torn. The stitches, uneven from having been sewn in the dark, have disappeared. There's no trace of that ridiculous pink thread. I stand up and head to the development room. Underneath the table, the time leap machine. No, that's not the time leap machine. That's the phone wave. The upgrades Kurisu made are gone. Nothing has changed. The world is exactly the same. In all respects save one. Kurisu was never here. I thought that I was prepared for this. But now that I'm face to face with the cruel consequence of my decision, I feel powerless, defeated. I want to cry.
おかり、どうしたの？
Mayuri runs up and grabs my arm.
なあ、マユリ。
なに？
ラボメンナンバー004は誰だっけ？
I need to ask, even though I know the answer.
004？おかりん、ラボメンはね、おかりんとマユシーとダルくんの3人しかいないよ。
The tears come. I crumple to my knees and cover my face with my hands. That's one of the things that really sucks, is that he's the only one that's gonna remember everything that's gone on through his travels through time leaping.
そうだな。このラボに4人目のラボメンなんていなかったよ。
Her existence was rejected by the world.
おかりん、何か悲しいことがあったんだね。
Mayuri rubs my back.
マユシーはね、おかりんの力になってあげたいよ。
I embrace Mayuri. I stifle my voice and cry.
おかりん、泣かないで。
マユリはどこにも行かないでくれ。ずっとそばにいてくれ。頼むよ。
Man, Okarin's voice actor is just impressive, man. Mayuri tenderly strokes my head.
マユシーはずっと一緒だよ。これまでみたいにずっと。
All trace of Kurisu's existence has vanished. This proves that I have returned to my original world line. This is the world I struggled to reach. The world Tsuzuha traveled through time to create. A world where the future is free. Nothing has changed, and yet this is my utopia. The night of the 17th passed. The night of the 18th passed. And Mayuri still didn't die. I've kept a close watch for 3 days since then. There have been no attacks, no accidents, no sign that anything might happen. That was enough to convince me that Mayuri is safe. Together with Daru, I destroyed the phone wave in the IBM 5100. Although we have lost the ability to send D-mails, that is a small price to pay to stay below CERN's radar. Tenoji is downstairs in the Bronto workshop watching TV on the 42-inch CRT like always. When I went to check out Radican, I found it open for business as usual. I searched of the internet, turned up no mention of a satellite crash. Instead, I found a small article in the local section of a newspaper dated July 28th. It was a report on Kurisu's murder. There was no follow-up. The culprit is still at large. According to Daru, the police questioned me several times. It was I who discovered the body after all. Of course, I don't remember any of that. At any rate, Mayuri is still alive. I've accomplished what I set out to do. It's over. Mayuri emerges from the ticket gate, waving her hand as she runs my way. She weaves through the gaps between shoppers and maids handing out leaflets, and when she gets to me, she looks at me with puppy dog eyes.
なぜ泣く
Mayuri doesn't answer me. She just strokes my cheek, gently, silently. She's crying, but she doesn't seem sad. Rather, she seems overcome with emotion.
おかり、迎えに来てくれたんだね。マユシーのこと、わざわざ待っててくれるなんて。嬉しいよ。
That's what she's happy about.
そんなことでいちいち喜ぶな。
Mayuri wipes away her tears, making room for a shy, innocent smile.
あのね、マユシーはオカリンの人質から恋人にクラスチェンジしたんだよね。
いかにも。
I have no idea how to respond to such an embarrassing question. But she's right. Mayuri and I are officially a couple. After these long, painful 20 days, I finally noticed how important Mayuri is to me. Plus, she told me that she loved me.
よかった。夢じゃないんだ。
いいからさっさとラボに行くぞ。こんな草暑いところに立っていたら日射病で死ぬ。
I start walking without waiting for Mayuri's response.
でもね、ラボだってすっごく暑いよ。
扇風機があるだけマシだ。それに喉が渇いた。ドクターペッパーで一服したい。
It's Sunday. Despite the heat, I see plenty of shoppers laden with bags enjoying themselves in the streets of Akiba. I suddenly feel a void in my heart. Nothing about this town has changed. Yet, it feels like something is missing from my life. No doubt's the gap that was left by Kurisu. But there's no such thing as a perfect future. That is a fantasy that nobody can realize. I mustn't forget. This is the future I wished for, fought for, and won. I have what is most important to me, Mayuri. I should be thankful for that. I am blessed far beyond the common man. I look beside me and realize that Mayuri's not there. I turn around. She's not there either.
Mayuri?
She's gone. She's always like this. Sometimes she just wanders off. Anxiety seizes my heart. Mayuri promised she would never leave me. This world line is worthless without her.
Mayuri!
I shout her name at the top of my lungs. I search for her in the crowd, but it's too thick to see.
Mayuri!
ここにいるよ。
I turn around to see Mayuri running toward me. In her hands is shaved ice.
オカリン、暑いって言ってたでしょ。だからね、一緒に食べようと思って。
驚かせるなよ。
I feel so relieved I want to embrace that small body of hers, but we're in public, so I stop myself. I take that shaved ice and hold my empty hand out to Mayuri.
捕まっていろ。
Mayuri takes my hand. Her slender fingers intertwine with mine.
かき氷はラボまでお預けだ。路上で食べたら迷惑だろう。
でもね、溶けちゃうんじゃないかな。
しょうがないだろう。
そっか。しょうがないよね。で をつないでたら食べられないもんね。
離さないぞ。俺は絶対に離さないからな。
マユシーだってね、離さないよ。
Mighty puts just a little more strength into her grip. Love for her fills my heart. Suddenly, Mighty looks up at Radicon.
ねえねえオカリン、あのね、起きているのに夢を見たことってある？
夢？それは白チュームというやつか？
そういう風に呼ぶの、オカリン物知りだね。あのね、それが誰だかはわからないんだけど、マユシーにはとても大切なお友達がいた気がするの。
何？
その大切なお友達のことを考えるとね、すごく切なくなって胸のあたりがキューってなるんだ。たまにね、声も聞こえるんだよ。
声って？
幸せになりなさいって。
は？
All of that was undone. I erased those memories, sacrificed them.
その人がそう言ってくれたからね。マユシーは今こうしてオカリンと一緒にいられるのかもしれないね。
Perhaps everybody remembers their experiences from other world lines. Those memories may be vague and tenuous, but they're there. They speak to us in the form of dreams, visions, and déjà vu.
もし会えたらありがとうって言いたいな。
And that there is the very unfortunate part. Also, since we already saw the true end, we know that everyone's capable of activating reading Steiner. So that means she can regain the memories of her past leaps as well. Well, technically it's Okarin's leaps, but the point is she can access memories from her previous times, that previous lifetimes, I guess. I'm not the only one who remembers.
その人誰だったのかな。
きっと神様だ。
そっか、神様ありがとう。マユシーはとっても幸せです。
Mairi looks up. She reaches out to the sky like always. She shakes hands with the stardust, twinkling beyond the coda blue. I look up too, to hold back the tears. And on we walk, hand in hand. Stardust sky completed. Oh, so we got everything now, huh? Clear list, let's see. Yep, we got all the endings at long last. You know, I gotta say, guys, this is the... Wait, what? Hold on a second. Acquired tips. Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, why is it only 76%? No, it's 97.11%. 6 of 6, yep. Like I was saying before, this is the first time in a visual novel I attained all endings, because I tend to just, like, focus on, like, one or two, and then, you know, stop there. Usually because most VNs are dating sims, so after you get the girl you like, you're kind of like done. I think there are a few exceptions, one of them being Fate Stay Night, where I got all three endings because all three endings, or all three routes, for different storylines that followed on after you beat the first one, and I like that. This game, on the other hand, was... I liked all the characters, and I wanted to see all the endings. Technically, I wanted to stop after the true, because in my mind, the true ending is the end, you know, the main one. But because, again, I had such, you know, since I had such a love for these characters, I wanted to see it all through. And I thought my Yuris would be difficult, but it really wasn't. It's just once you get the... I don't know why the music stopped. It's gonna come back on. There you go. Once you get the true end, it's a lot easier to get Mayuris now, because all you had to really do is just not get any of the flags that activated all of Kurisu's scenes, I believe. So yeah, guys, at the end of the day, I gotta say, Steins Gate was a fun VN, and even though, like I said before, I was never fond of time travel, the way they went about it was very unique, and I liked how it affected a lot of characters and how it all circled back to Okabe and his decision and what he needed to do in order to focus on saving Mayuri. At the end of the day, though, I still, if I were asked personally, I like the true end better. The ending with Mayuri was nice, if only because it shows that he chose her and her only, because he did this in the first place to save her. But I like the fact that he was able to save Kurisu as well. That's why I can't really enjoy this ending. I just got it just because, for completionist sake, if anything. So if anything else, guys, thank you all for joining me this far. We finally beat it. I am happy about that. And I know there's another Steins Gate game. I don't know if I'll be trying that one out, maybe in the future. But as of right now, I'm pretty much happy with I'm pretty much happy with where I am with this game. There you go. So if anything else, I'll see you on the next one, guys. So thank you again.